When you have the most powerful man in the world basically already come to a conclusion, an uninformed conclusion, it's hard to fight that. And the job of a police officer is to get all the facts, wherever they may land. And in some cases, it involves exonerating people that are accused of certain things. Like I said, when it comes to those kind of situations, when you have somebody in that kind of a position influencing millions of Americans, we didn't stand a chance in presenting the facts.
What did that do to your case? How did that affect your job as lead investigator when the president did that?
I can't quantify the problems that it caused. The fact that Mr. Zimmerman didn't lawyer up right after that still amazes me to this day. However, he continued to cooperate, although you had basically the President of the United States saying that he was guilty of something that we hadn't finished investigating. And well, the jury spoke on that one, and so here we are.
Yeah, and obviously your work as lead investigator, when you have the President of the United States making pronouncements about a case that the investigation hasn't even wrapped up, they haven't even gone to court yet. As you just mentioned, George Zimmerman hadn't even lawyered up yet. The family hired a PR firm, immediately was out, protesters immediately showed up, and then everyone looks at you, and then everyone immediately looks at police. And even though George Zimmerman, he wasn't even a law enforcement officer, but somehow this case gets lumped into the whole discussion about police versus citizenry in the Black Lives Matter movement, and which seems to be unfair to you and everyone else that worked that particular case as well.
Well, anybody in law enforcement stuck in one of these high-profile cases is going to fall into those kind of problems, because at the end of the day, not only would it compromise the investigation itself, but you could potentially have guilty people walk innocent because of the fact that you might have witnesses that don't want to come forward because they've already heard that somebody else of that kind of influence already feels a certain way, and they don't want to be put out there that way.